Good morning to all my collision industry friends across the world. And I'm sure today all body shops are equally suffering and facing new challenges during the COVID period. And I've talked about these on my previous videos. Lots of conversations over the last few weeks with clients, friends, all from around the industry about the challenges we've had. And really that sort of prompted today's message. So it's not sort of a mindset thing as such. But it did make me think about the conversations, particularly about the cleaning of the cars, the sanitizing and professional cleaning of the cars around COVID, both when we are receiving the car, collecting the car, or delivering the car, or the courtesy car, or rental car, and our responsibilities, and the mixed views and opinions that are surrounding that subject matter. Particularly with the insurance industry, and nobody's experienced this before, so nobody knows what to charge, or who's willing to pay, or who bears the cost. But there is a corporate social responsibility to the customer. So that corporate responsibility is both the responsibility of the repairer to deliver it, but it's the responsibility of the insurer to recognize it. It really is. They have a responsibility to their customer, the policyholder. So there was that sort of triggered the thoughts today, that we've got to get some answers around this and get some standardized sort of rate charges for these things, because at the moment it's very variable and infrequent, I have to say. So I don't think that's acceptable, and I think somebody needs to step up and take the lead on this and say what that fair and reasonable charge should be. That's not my role anymore. I can offer an opinion, but that's all it would be. But I think it needs others to sort of get their heads together on this one very, very quickly, because repairers are hemorrhaging money at this moment in time, and literally every single service that's provided to the policyholder right now is either done correctly, or the repairers continue to lose even more money, and that's just simply not right. Broadening the message out a little bit, what I wanted to do today was to really appeal to repairers that I got the impression from conversations there's still this tendency to continue to wait to see what's going to happen, and that alarms me, to be honest. From my putting my consulting hat on, that alarms me in terms of waiting. We're almost waiting for it to go back to how it was. It won't. It's very difficult to plan for an uncertain future. I absolutely get that. We don't know when the claims will come back, to what degree they will come back, or the speed. They're all variables. I get that. But it doesn't stop us thinking about this. And the thing that concerned me in many conversations that I had was how many people were still thinking about how it was, how it used to be, and what they need to do when it comes back. But they're still only thinking about adjusting how it was. How it was before, and how they adjust to less of how it was. But it isn't going to be less of how it was. It's going to be something completely different. And we have to start thinking differently about that. And as a result of thinking about it, we've got to start really planning. We've got to start planning and turning those plans into absolute actions. The waiting game is flawed. I don't think we can wait. Waiting and seeing is like hope. Hope is not a strategy. So I don't think we can wish and hope. I think we can expect certain things. We can almost anticipate certain things, and we need to be planning around that, both in terms of our volume, our capacity, our resource, the mindset of our individuals as we bring them back in from furloughed, or continue to have them furloughed, or tragically, can we sustain the workforce we've got going forward against so many variables? So there is some planning that needs to be done. And an awful lot of body shops out there don't have an internal HR department. So it's very difficult to discuss what these plans can be when you're having to do it all in isolation. So my key message to all body shops out there is is, get some help, seek outside help. Don't be afraid to ask. It really is, don't be afraid to ask. There was an old proverb that said, you may feel like a fool for 5 minutes, but it's better than feeling like a fool for life, because you could have asked and you could have got more help and advice on this subject. So please ask. There's lots of service providers out there who can help in many ways. And it's different times for them as well. So they'll be more creative with billing and charging and everything else. And I would do exactly the same. So it's just ask, guys. You don't have to do this alone. It's going to be tough times. It's going to be tough for a considerable time longer, in the real world of things. So, think about taking decisive action. Start planning, start anticipating, do worst case, best case scenario thinking, and if you need some help, because it's tough to do that on your own, it really is. Anybody who's ever been a business owner or an MD or something like that, or even a manager, knows that you can find yourself in some really dark, challenging, lonely places when there is only you to bounce ideas with. So please do get outside help. There's a lot of stuff and a lot of support out there available to you. There's going to be some challenging times ahead, but there's also a lot of help out there for you who can do that and who can be creative. So think about that. Ask for solutions. Ask for help. Don't fly solo. You don't need to. It's a brave new world out there. Guys, I really do wish you all the best. The conversation I've been having, we are such a resilient industry, and it's full of incredible people who, through grit and determination, know that you're going to get through this, and doing the very best you can. My thoughts really is there's always more is possible. There's always more possible. And usually collaborative thinking or collective thinking can find and assist the speed and the recovery and the protection of your future in this industry. So we're all here to help. There's many of us, myself included. So please, guys, my message to you is, don't try to fly solo. You don't need to do it alone. Those who can help you are willing to be as creative as I'm sure you can be. So guys, wish you all the best. Always stay positive. It's always, right now, we need that optimism, and that's that belief system to get us through this. And I know you guys have got it. So I wish you all the best. And if you do need any help, and you think I can help in any way, from mindset training or anything else, consulting, so forth, please give me a call. I'm here to help. Take care, guys. Wishing you all the best. Bye-bye now.